It's 4:30, and this morning on WKYT, we're tracking a two-state crime spree that ended in Lincoln County. How police say they tracked down a man who they called dangerous.
Why a Kentucky State Senator charged with DUI now says he's withdrawing his request to dismiss the charge.
And a Facebook page urges folks to boycott a Southern Kentucky animal shelter, but the director says don't believe it.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. It's so nice to have you with us bright and early on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Finally this morning we are seeing a little bit of a break from all the snow.
Isn't that nice, right? And we're tracking chilly temperatures, though, and expect sunny skies as the day goes along. Snow could be back in the bluegrass late tomorrow. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, we do take a break today, and it starts off this morning looking for sunny skies, and you'll go throughout the day holding on to some sunshine, but it's not really going to heat us up that much. I mean, we're starting off in the teens. It rises rapidly, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't get very high and doesn't get very warm. We're seeing outside clear skies, a few clouds here and there. You see the clouds down toward the south. That's where we're seeing the 20s. Elsewhere in the teens, it's a really cold start. That's well below average for this time of year, about 10 degrees. 39 by the afternoon. Sunshine still on the cool side. We look toward the next several days, and it becomes a little bit more active. And I'll show you that forecast coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit, and we thank you. And we're tracking a few school closings and delays across central Kentucky this morning. Franklin County schools are closed today because of some water main problems there in Frankfort.
Lincoln County schools also closed this morning. Clay, Knox, and Leslie counties all on a 2-hour delay. Go to WKYT.com for the latest closings and delays.
After days on the run, a man wanted for a crime spree in Kentucky and Missouri has been arrested. But he came after police say he kidnapped a teenager and stole a Jeep yesterday afternoon.
Police arrested Robert Caldwell in Lincoln County Tuesday afternoon. The sheriff says this is a picture of Caldwell in custody. The FBI had been looking for him after a kidnapping in Kansas City last week. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy has the story.
Investigators say Robert Caldwell stole a mail carrier's Jeep outside a home in Casey County, forced a 13-year-old to get into the Jeep with him at gunpoint, and then led officers on a wild ride spanning several counties. Deputies in Lincoln County chased the Jeep down Highway 27.
I happened to look up the road, for traffic, and here come this white Jeep just flying.
Gary Keith watched from a nearby intersection.
Cop car behind him, he locked it up, slid around in front of me, and took out a bunch of signs over here, went up through a yard, tore that yard all to pieces.
Mom Casey Ruckle was driving into town with her 3 kids in tow.
The guy hit the brakes, and he was right beside our vehicle, and as soon as he hit the brakes, there was smoke coming out of his tires because he was going so fast. And so he turns, and he actually hits the grass here and hit a sign, knocked over a sign.
The sheriff says Caldwell was so desperate to get away that he drove the car over this edge and ended up wrecking in the creek.
He wasn't going to give up, nor were we going to give up.
Sheriff Kurt Folger put a cuffed Caldwell into his unit and waited for the FBI to come and question him.
He was pretty muddy, and we were too.
Tuesday's chase ended a 5-day hunt for Caldwell. Police in Kansas City, Missouri say he and another person kidnapped a 67-year-old man and stole his van. The FBI fugitive is facing local, state, and federal charges. In Stamford, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
And state police say the 13-year-old involved was released a short time after being abducted and was found unharmed.
This morning, a man charged with stabbing his boyfriend to death will have a preliminary hearing in just a few hours. 20-year-old Matthew Donahue is charged with killing 40-year-old Todd Schumacher in their home on Lamont Drive. It was Lexington's first homicide of 2015. Donahue's attorney has pled not guilty to the suspect's charges last week. The preliminary hearing is to be in Lexington at 8:30 this morning. A Winchester woman accused of trying to kill her newborn will be back in court today. Cassandra Haney's preliminary hearing is set for 1:30 this afternoon in Clark County. Police say Haney gave birth in a toilet and then put the baby in a garbage bag in her home on Linden Avenue. They say her roommate heard the crying baby, and that baby has since been released from a hospital.
Well, the request sparked some controversy. Last week, the attorney for a Kentucky state senator charged with DUI asked the judge to drop the charge. Senator Brandon Smith's attorney cited a more than 100-year-old Kentucky law. Now Smith said he's changed his mind about the request. WKYT's Jordan Valines has the story.
On the very first day of the 2015 legislative session,
DUI is serious. I mean, this is something that's very serious.
Senator Smith was charged with a DUI in Frankfort, just miles away from the Capitol building itself.
My whole life has been here in the mountains, and we've seen this kind of stuff, and to have this thrown on you and be automatically assumed guilty is tough.
According to Smith, the feedback he's received from the public on this decision hasn't been the most positive.
This thing has clearly been taken in a different direction from what we wanted. We wanted to remove that from doubt, and we wanted to set a very high standard about how this thing goes forward.
On Tuesday morning, he asked his lawyer to withdraw the motion to dismiss the charge based on a section of the state constitution which bans lawmakers from being arrested except for certain offenses while the legislature is in session.
We don't want to be associated with anything with lowering the bar for us or somehow getting out of guilt just simply by a privilege rule. So we're just asking him to withdraw it. So we can go forward with everything and like I said, just let the people see.
Smith says as this process goes forward, he feels confident that the system will rule in his favor.
Well, Smith says that he's received threats and that this entire ordeal has been embarrassing and difficult for he and his family. He represents the 30th district, which covers much of southeastern Kentucky.
Former Morgan County Judge Executive Tim Conley has learned that he'll spend more than 7 years in prison. A federal judge sentenced Conley on Tuesday in a corruption case. Investigators say he rigged bids on Morgan County bridge projects and received more than $100,000 in kickbacks. The judge also ordered Conley to pay $130,000 in restitution to the state and to Morgan County. Conley has to report to prison by March 24th.
We're tracking the investigation into a bar fight that reportedly involved an EKU football player. Police say it happened Saturday night at Jersey's Lounge and Dance Club in Richmond. Investigators say they were informed on Monday night about the fight, and they're still looking into what happened. Police have not made any arrests. Richmond police tell us the fight involved two football players of two different teams, but they would not say which teams. Our news partners at the Herald Leader report the injured player is EKU offensive lineman Colton Scurry. The newspaper reports Scurry's father told them he has a broken nose and facial fractures. In a statement, EKU said investigators are looking into this. EKU also said it may be related to a reported assault at Telford Hall Sunday morning. Workers at the Pulaski County Animal Shelter have a message this morning. Be careful what you read on social media.
Someone has set up a Facebook page asking people to boycott the shelter, but the shelter's director says that page is filled with lies. WKYT's Garrett Weimer has the story.
Two hallways that we have leading back to the back doors. And
this is the Pulaski County Animal Shelter. This is not.
Anybody that even comes up here regular knows that that was not our shelter.
But those lines were blurred when a Facebook page urging folks to boycott the shelter posted the picture to its profile.
It was disturbing that someone could stoop that low to do something like that.
A quick Google image search, I looked up animal shelter conditions and...
oh my gosh, there it is.
The original picture comes from a news station in Milwaukee. On their website, you'll find it in a slideshow of a Wisconsin shelter shut down for bad conditions.
We don't have $1 million facility, but we have a clean shelter, a shelter that I am proud of. We work very hard to keep our shelter clean and to save as many animals as we can.
I messaged the Facebook page, but the page's administrator did not respond to my request for comment. Still, the shelter's director is worried that people will believe it.
The people that done this is just hurting the animals. It's not hurting us, they're hurting the animals because it's going to keep them from being adopted or rescued.
Saying that picture and the other posts are just lies. In Pulaski County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Well, Bray says if you have any doubts, she invites anyone to come out and see the shelter for themselves.
Lexington police are looking for anyone at a weekend concert who may have seen a shooting. It happened early Sunday morning inside a facility on Floyd Drive. Rapper Kevin Gates was performing there at the time. Lexington police say someone fired shots and somebody was hit in the leg. The victim has non-life-threatening injuries. Police say they also want to talk to Gates because they think he may have had a good vantage point to witness the shooting.
Well, this morning, the Lexington Fire Department has a warning about a scam targeting pizza restaurants. Firefighters say someone pretending to be a firefighter called the Pizza Hut on Sarin Drive, asking the restaurant to donate pizzas so that they could be given to a family in need. But firefighters say this man has nothing to do with the fire department. They say when they ask for donations, they're clear about who they are.
All right, good to have you along on WKYT Wednesday morning, and we're just getting started with all the latest news.
Alternative uses for lip balm when we return.
And we're looking outside, seeing those temperatures there in the teens this morning. Now, it rises very rapidly, and this is one of your dry days in the forecast, and I'll show you a very active pattern afterwards. Coming up.